You gotta put your past behind you. Look, kid, bad things happen, and you can't do anything about it, right? Wrong! When the world turns its back on you, you turn your back on them.
That's not what I was told.
Then maybe you need to listen. Repeat after me. Hakuna Matata.
Hakuna Matata. It is no worries.
Alright, got this installed. I'm going to wait to put the strut bar back in and obviously the engine cover and different stuff, but overall not too bad of an install. I think I'm like maybe an hour into it. You know, the funny thing that's crazy is the branding for engine is on the sides. I wish it was kind of up here, but that's how it says the box needs to go. You do have that right there, but I'm going to run it with my engine cover on there. You know, a lot of people say that the stock air box is best with the drop-in air filter or racing beat. You know, this one actually, you know, you can maybe consider it more of a ram air intake or hot air intake. I know people say it's dumb, don't do these. I'm not expecting to get power from this. Honestly, all I want is the sound. But what I do like is, you know, this inlet is still going to where the cold air is coming in through right there. And so I think it's going to shelter it and keep it, you know, a little bit cooler, but we'll see. You know, at the end of the day, I just want it for sound. This car doesn't make a lot of power as it is, so even if it starts at a little bit of power, I'm okay as long as the car idles fine and runs healthy. So I'm going to fire it up. I'll give you guys some stock comparisons versus with the intake, just to kind of compare the sound of it. You know, over here I did zip tie this green electrical plug-in. You do have to tie off a couple of the vacuum lines, but overall not too bad. I will say for me the hardest part was putting the screen inside of the intake tube. It did not want to go in there, and it was kind of a beast getting that thing on, but the rest of it was pretty easy and pretty straightforward. Idling after a strong run seems to be idling just fine. AC is off. Yeah. Here's sound inside the cabin. All right, guys, so I gave you some clips of how it sounds from just idle, from revving up to the windows down driving to the windows up driving. Honestly, it sounds awesome. I like it, even just for the sound alone. I really don't notice a difference in power. I definitely don't notice a decrease in power. Just based on the sound, I might think it might do a little bit more for the car, but I think stats would show you on these cars that's not true. So I don't have any dyno to back that up. I love the sound. Around 6,000 RPMs, it screams pretty loud, but I love it. Can't wait to get an exhaust on this car. I highly recommend the Injen Cold Air Intake, Ram Air Intake, Hot Air Intake, what do you prefer to call it? Install was really easy. They gave you some great instructions. Really can't complain about it. I'll leave a link in the description below if you guys are interested in that intake. I bought it off of Amazon, shipped from Utah, came to me here in Utah, had it in a couple days. So overall, really happy with the purchase. Dressed up the engine bay a little bit, gives me the sound I like, and just makes the car that much more fun to drive. So thanks guys for watching. Catch you on the next one. Mm-hmm.